James Shaw Jr. is the hero who wrestled a gun from the crazed Waffle House shooter on Sunday, April 22, 2018. After his act of bravery went viral, people from all over responded with a shocking surprise for Shaw and his young daughter. Unfavorable circumstances can happen to anyone at any time, and in the unlikeliest of places. It's people like James Shaw who step up to the challenge in those moments of horror. He represents the very best of us. Early Sunday morning, Shaw found himself taking cover in a Waffle House restroom as crazed gunman Travis Reinking brutally injured and murdered innocent people. The moment Reinking shot through the restroom door and the bullet grazed Shaw's arm, he knew that he had to act. Many believe that more people would have died that day in Antioch, Tennessee, if Shaw had not rushed the shooter and wrestled his AR-15 rifle away from him, and they are probably right. Shaw later told the New York Times about the moment he decided to fight back. "I acted in a blink of a second," Shaw said. When he reloaded his clip, that felt like 30 minutes. I looked at him, and he wasn't looking at me. He just had the barrel down. It was like, do it now. Go now. I just took off. Shaw wrestled with the shooter and managed to take the rifle from him before hurling it over a countertop. Shaw recalled the shooter's response. "He was mad at me," he said. "I was just trying to live. I wasn't trying to get no money from him. I wasn't trying to do anything from his standpoint. I just wanted to live, and he was, like, astonished that I wanted to live." Shaw said that Reinking began to curse him before fleeing the diner. Sadly, 4 innocent people were murdered in cold blood, and many more injured in the horrific shooting. In the days to follow, Shaw started a GoFundMe page for the victims of the shooting and raised over $96,000 as of Tuesday morning with a $15,000 goal. Shaw included a heartfelt message on the GoFundMe page that he had set up for the victims of the shooting. "My name is James Shaw Jr. I am creating this page to help the families of the victims from the shooting that took place at Waffle House in Antioch, Tennessee. Please take the time to donate, as all of the proceeds will be given to the families. Thank you again for your generosity and blessings," Shaw wrote. The response Shaw received was tremendous and continues to be overwhelming. At a vigil recently held for the victims of the Waffle House shooting, Shaw spoke in front of a crowd of supporters. "I'm just a regular guy. I never thought I'd be up here at the pulpit looking all of you in the eyes," he said before taking a moment to compose himself. After the crowd responded supportively, a man placed his hand on Shaw's shoulder, and he continued to speak. "I'm just in a weird spot right now because I got a lot of sadness. This is the first time I've seen her since the incident," he said of his young daughter Brooklyn. "I actually tried to count the hairs on her eyelashes just because I was like, I almost didn't see you anymore," Shaw said. Although his reaction that day was primarily to get himself out, he ended up saving lives that would have undoubtedly been lost. Following the shooting, a man named Yasher Ali started another fundraiser on Shaw's behalf to reward his bravery. Numerous supporters of the hero were about to give him a shocking surprise. James Shaw Jr. put his life on the line when he took on the gunman who killed 4 people at a Nashville area Waffle House. Since that horrific shooting, He has raised tens of thousands of dollars for the victims and shown a level of humility that has inspired many of us, Ali wrote on the GoFundMe page. I normally don't get involved directly in these matters, but James Grace has inspired me to start this page to give him the support I feel he deserves. According to news reports, James has a 4-year-old daughter. Perhaps this money can be used for her college fund or some other education-related expense. But I'd be just as happy if James used some of this money to take his family on a nice vacation, Ali's statement concluded. As of Tuesday morning, Ali's fundraiser for Shaw had raised over $59,000 toward a $60,000 goal. In my opinion, that response from supportive people all over the country and perhaps abroad is outstanding. Shaw never expected or asked for anything after the shooting, but instead set his mind and actions toward helping the victims and their families. Thank God for people like Shaw who have something our country can always use more of: true grit.